What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. We have changed the team up a little bit for today's video. You can probably tell by the title what's happening here today. You're looking at the team that we're going to start with. I went and picked up Luka Modric with a shadow for 49.5, which is what he's selling for. So I'll be able to sell him for a little bit of profit as well once we're done. I don't really know where I want to go with my team right now. I don't really want to know where I want to go with the account right now. My bench is stacked full of like mid-tier players. Some of them just a little bit above mid-tier, you know, like tier 2s basically. Cards that are usable, useful, but not the cards that you kind of got to have in your team. It gives us a lot of options obviously for objectives going forwards, which is quite nice. But also, it leaves me in a mindset of who do I use, who don't I use, this and that. So we're going to be using Politano off chem. I really like this card, even though he doesn't have the greatest record. He's been used as a sub a lot. He's been used in objective squads a lot. You know, I think goals and assist records these days largely irrelevant to some degree. Then we're going to have Modric and Guardiola in as our CDMs. Going to have Giovinco out there at cam. Again, in spite of the fact he's only scored 8 goals and 3 assists in 34 games. I really like this card. We've got a sniper on him to boost his shooting and dribbling. Dribbling is the most important thing for him to get him up there to those max stats. Passing is decent. Probably could actually give him something to boost passing and dribbling as well. Maybe engine would be a bit better for him. Give him a bit more. Do you know what? Actually, let's give him an engine. Let's get this sniper off of him. Assuming I have an engine floating about. We do. We have 7 of them. There we go. Pop him on there. So that's him, and then we're going to be having Theo Walcott. He's only going to be on 7 chem as well. Obviously a massive lack of left mids in this game that I have anyway, and you can tell, obviously you know who's going to be popping on in there in that cam spot. In terms of the club, we're at 1.3 million coins right now. I have got a lot of coins invested in the club. We've got some Lozano 1-to-watches, we've got some Pulisic 1-to-watches, got some chem styles and some position modifiers that I've invested a whole bunch into. You'll start seeing those coins come back and back and back over time. We've done daily objectives as well. We're relatively far in the season already as well. We're already level 15, which is crazy. We then have Mbabu's Road to the Final, which is going to give us a Hunter, which is good because that's going to go on Ian Wright. And of course, that allows us to complete Mbabu. And then yesterday, I haven't played, this is obviously Saturday that I'm recording this, Saturday afternoon. I haven't played any Foot Champs yet. I'm excited about this card as well. With an Anchor Chem style, he is a brilliant card. So another option for us in right back. I don't know how I'd necessarily link him to anyone. Again, there's not really much going on in terms of the ability to link some players. And then after that, guys, other than week 2 silver, which we just need to play the squad battled or win the featured squad battle match, and then week 2 golds, we have done pretty much everything. Squad battles will just accumulate itself over the course of the month. Play online, we've nearly done 53 out of 60, and then road to the final Fanatics. I refuse to do this. Hilariously, we've done 1 out of the 3 here, but this just requires way too much effort for some cosmetic items. No packs back, not really interested in that personally. So obviously, as you guys know what we're here for, we are today claiming Ian Wright. I've done 1 out of 2, already submitted 8 of the tokens. We've got the other 8 tokens in play already. It's all done. We got it all done. I went and played 23 squad battles games yesterday, and it was about 18 to 20 online games as well, or wins, online wins. So there you go. I didn't put my Arsenal kit on, sadly, so I should have done maybe. But there you go. Ian Wright is completed. Our first major icon swaps card. He will be getting the Hunter chemistry style. We'll be boosting that pace and boosting that shooting up. And I'm excited to get him into the squad and use him in before we end up losing our first game. But there you go, guys. Ian Wright coming in big. No, don't do that, please. Don't do that. That dance is not okay. In terms of the FIFA meta, he both works and doesn't work, right? So he's got good stamina, very good stamina, and great physicals. He obviously will have brilliant pace and shooting with the chemistry style applied. And then his dribbling is good. Reactions and ball control, very good. Composure, very good. His agility and balance isn't bad, which I think is important. And his dribbling is 79, so he'll feel a little heavy in game. But we're going to be playing him as just an out-and-out striker, not trying to play him as like a secondary striker or anything like that where we need a bit of agility or anything of the sort. No, we are just going to be playing him as an absolute out-and-out striker. And for those of you wondering, for those that might not know, wondering why did I go with Ian Wright, he is my favourite player up there with Thierry Henry of all time, basically. I've been an Arsenal fan since I was a young boy, and watching him play growing up was always great. So I think I have striker to centre forward cards, which gives me a +6. I don't really want to use a centre forward to cam card, even though I have them, just because we don't really need to. Where are we at with chemistry? So yeah, maybe I do need to apply a few position modifiers. But I'm going to change the team so much. We'll just keep him on 9 for the time being. We will go and get in fact, if I get an English manager from La Liga, then Politano will lose one. If in fact, if I just get an English manager from probably from the Italian league, would probably be the best. Would give us. I don't mind Modric being on 9. So there's an English manager from the Spanish league. There's an English manager from the Swedish league. So we'll pop him in. That puts Ian Wright onto 10, right? Yeah, that's Ian Wright onto 10. That's Walcott up to 7. And then we'll just apply the manager consumable to get him from the Italian league so that I can get Politano up to 8. I don't have the Italian league. All right, let's get Modric up then. Let's put him into the Spanish league. I already had an English-Spanish manager as well. But yeah, let's get Modric in there. I can position modify a few of these players, but as I say, I'm not really settled on my squad yet. I will get like a little bit better with it and figure it out. But there you go. Ian Wright's going to have 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 95 positioning, 97 finishing, 99 shot power, and 87 long shots. I'm very excited to play with this card, and what we're going to do today, guys, is going to be a live game. So let's get into the action. All right, guys, so here we go. I can't remember the last time I played. That's a nice squad, that is, isn't it? Jesus. I can't remember the last time I played my first weekend league game on a Saturday. It would have been probably FIFA 19, but even then I didn't really play much Foot Champs, the last little while. So it's probably been a fair old while since I played a Foot Champs game on a Saturday. Usually I play on Friday afternoon my first 5 games, and they're just really easy games against really easy opponents because they're also people starting their games. But on this occasion, this guy, who knows, he could be 7-0, 7-1, could be 8-2. He could be a really good player, just pushing up through the ranks. So it's going to be an interesting setup here. I was going to use Saul in at CDM instead of Luka Modric for my my secondary CDM spot, but instead I decided to go with Modric just because as a secondary CDM, I've found a lot this year that playing with the secondary CDMs with good skill moves and weak foot, good agility and good offensive play can be really helpful just because of how people stay on the whole drop back one depth kind of meta. Here we go with Ian Wright, his first touch of the ball. He's into the box. Can he score? Oh, it's lovely skills. Ian Wright, lovely goal. The low driven on his left foot and he puts it in the back of the net. And there you go, guys. Ian Wright on his debut. It took him 6 in-game minutes to get the ball in the back of the net. I've been using the low driven shot a lot recently. I think we talked about it probably about 2 weeks ago. And I said to you guys then, I see a lot of people, a lot of top tier players using the low driven, and it's a shot technique that I didn't have as a natural shot technique, right? It's something that just wasn't in my arsenal, no pun intended. And so I decided to go and work on it a lot. So every time I played squad battles or FUT rivals, every time I had the opportunity to remember to use a low driven, I absolutely did. And it ended up working out really well because now when I see the angles, oh, he was on there as well. When I see the angles for it, it's just easy to get that low driven in. Here's Ian Wright again. And that would have been a good time for it, but I rushed a little bit with the shot. But yeah, so this team that I've got, I really like a lot as well. My 3 cams, Walcott's a little bit on the downside because of his 3-star. But Giovinco and Politano are very good. And of course, I can use any any left mid on at least 8 chemistry. Or I could even use, go on Ian, low driven again. Oh, it's too clean. It's 2 goals. And it's Ian Wright on his left foot again. What a fantastic finish. He's nice, man. 10 in-game minutes, 13 in-game minutes. We've already put 2 in the back of the net with Ian Wright. But yeah, so as we well know, I typically enjoy a lot of the bulky players in FIFA. Like last year, Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, among others. I can't even remember like some of the other bulkier players that we would have used last year. This year, in terms of bulky players that we've used, obviously we've had Edin Dzeko, Cristiano Ronaldo again, Gareth Bale again, and they just don't offer the same as the smaller, higher, agile players in FIFA, right? So he's actually through with Rashford. So for me, I want to start developing my team into something like that, you know, which is, again, why Modric is in there. He's a lot more agile. Yeah, sure, he doesn't necessarily have the defensive capabilities of some players, but he's a lot more agile than, say, having like William Carvalho, Scream card, which I actually bought. I sniped him for like 33k and then sold him for like 38k because that's what he's selling for. Because I bought him and then I was just like, oh, do you know what? I'd rather Modric. I'd rather go for somebody who's going to be able to give me, come on, give me that free kick, let's go. Who's going to be able to give me just a lot more, you know, in the midfield. So here we go, Giovinco. We've got a pretty cool free kick technique coming in as well. Let's see how close this is going to go. He's banged it! Oh, off the bar! Can you believe it? I put just too much power on that. Not bad though, but yeah, so I want to start developing my team into something like that, really. So, you know, a nice small team with high agility, good skill moves and weak foot all around the park, and then a couple of players that I just love. And what's really good is that two of the players that I just love, go on, Ian Wright, oh, go for a hat-trick. Two of the players that I love are already in this team, and that's Politano and Giovinco. And the best thing about it is that they link to each other. So no matter what happens, we can always get them both on at least soft chemistry, so at least on 7 or 8 chemistry each, just because they got, you know, that Italian link. So lots to look forward to on the account. Obviously, we are, you know, heavily focusing on draft a little bit right now, trying to get some packs up. I'm excited though for, like, I know it's still a fair old chunk of time away. I am excited for Team of the Year. To see who gets Team of the Year, what kind of boosts they get, and how we can get them in. Ooh, how we can get them in the team, and how many coins we can have. As I said to you guys, I sold Mbappe and Neymar to focus on developing my coin balance. And although right now it looks like I've got a lower coin balance, I've actually probably made somewhere between 300 to 500,000 coins in assets from everything that I spent money on. I passed that back to my left back, but okay. So I invested in about 100 anchor cards, about 3,700 coins, and I sold them all for around 44 to 4,600, mostly at 4,500. So 100 anchor cards made me about 70,000 coins profit. I picked up a load of striker to centre forward cards, cam to centre forward cards, a load of right mid to right wing and left mid to left wing cards, and they all generated me, you know, 10,000 here, 20,000 there from what I've sold. You guys probably would have seen when I went and put the Hunter Chemistry style on Ian Wright that I had about 90 sniper cards, and I picked those up for about 600 to 700. Now, right now, they're actually not worth much more than that, so I'm just kind of selling them at the moment, slowly but surely, to lazy buyers for 1,000 or so coins. So I'm making 300 coins per card, which is okay. You know, it's not where I expect it to go. What I expect to happen is that next time there's another SBC with a card that has really high pace and relatively good physicals, that is an attacker that people will love, but needs that dribbling and shooting boost, sniper cards will likely go high up in price, right? So, you know, not necessarily to 5,000 or anything like that. That's a left foot hat trick for Ian Wright. Absolutely phenomenal. And I think that's going to be the end. Yeah, bow down, Ian. Yeah, so, you know, we're going to be putting in the work. I'm putting in the groundwork of the play, you know, the coins to start generating me lots and lots and lots of profit. It's going to take a few weeks for it to really develop and take effect, but it's getting there. And I can't believe Ian Wright on his debut has a hat trick on his left foot as well, on his left foot of all things. That was a beautiful finish as well, getting there just before the keeper. Lovely shot past Manuel Neuer as well. I thought this guy was going to rage quit a 3-0. Maybe he just made a sub. Did he make a sub? No, maybe he thought he'd stick it out. I don't blame people for rage quitting in FIFA, especially in champs and especially in FIFA. Right, this game can be testing at the best of times. As he, I don't think he's playing. Oh, he is playing. He's baiting me. He's not playing. We've got Ian. Come on. No. tried to do a step over and body feint exit. And I know yesterday as well, guys, I said to you guys I'd show you how to be legendary. I will still do the legendary video with the championship team. Obviously, I've already done it, right? So you guys can probably tell that I didn't make the video on that just yet. The reason why I haven't made the video on it is because there is a glitch that works at every level that makes it remarkably easy to beat every level. And the issue is going to be is that if I show it, EA are probably going to patch it. And I used it to get my games done. And it's not that I don't want you guys to know how to do it. In fact, if you're in my community Discord, discord.gg/NepentheZ, it's all over there to figure out how to do it. And if you're in my streams, obviously mixer.com/NepentheZ, you would have been able to watch me do it. So if you there are ways to find out, but the problem is once it gets exposed to the masses, it's highly likely, I'd dare say near most probable, that EA will patch it. And as I say, it's not that I don't want you guys to enjoy it and engage in it and utilize it. It's just that as soon as I make a video on it, it's gone. So it won't actually benefit you by me making a video on it. So I'm gonna do the video on how to be legendary AI the way I would do it if I was just playing against the legendary AI, not if I was glitching against the legendary AI, if that makes any sense. So I still just need a bit of time to put that together, which we will do in time. There's Ian Wright with another shot. That's a good save from Manuel Neuer. And I feel like this guy's like half given up at this point. He doesn't really seem to be doing much. Oh, how the hell did he block that? Yeah, he doesn't seem to be trying very hard unless he's got the ball. When he doesn't have the ball, he seems to be standing around, not doing a lot. We've got Eder Militao, not too fit right there with low stam against Jamie Vardy, who had pretty good stam. Is he going to get a goal back here? No, he's not. Theo Walcott, of all people, getting back and getting the defence on. So obviously I don't really want to farm goals to Ian Wright. I could do right here. I want to just play my normal game, and if he scores, he scores. But at the same time, a hat-trick on his debut, a left-foot hat-trick on his debut, is pretty good. And he's through there as well. Oh, just didn't quite get around the defender. What's crazy is this guy is still on like very, very defensive setup. Come on, Politano. Get there. Get there. There we go. That's Penref. That has to be. That's outrageous. Is it really a NepentheZ video if we don't shout for a pen at least once? I don't think it is. There's Giovinco. He's got Ian Wright. Is it 4 on his left? No, it's not. That's straight at the keeper. I could have taken a touch and cut inside there, but I thought we'd get another left foot shot in. Was the wrong choice. And now this guy's going to counter me, although Semedo should be able to, yeah, go length for length with Vardy, which he did. Fair play to this guy for sticking it out. As I say, I feel like he was about ready to quit at 3-0. Maybe he changed his tactics. Maybe, I don't know if he changed his team or what, but it doesn't appear to have made a sub. But maybe he did and I just didn't notice. Maybe he made a defensive sub. Modric on his debut as well. Second time we've had Modric. Last time we had Modric, I actually really, really liked him. And the reason why we stopped using him wasn't due to the fact that he was bad or anything. It was due to the fact that we needed the coins to be able to pick up, I believe, Neymar at the time, or maybe Mbappe at the time. So in that meantime, his price has crashed dramatically. Even another player that we bought and then had sold to get coins for, you know, an Mbappe or a Neymar was Sergio Ramos. I'm very tempted to upgrade Eder Militao to Sergio Ramos because he is like about 100,000, maybe 120,000 coins now. And that's really cheap for a player of that caliber, of that quality. Yeah, I find that to be really, really cheap. Here we go. We've got Theo Walcott. We've got Ian Wright on his right foot. That's a goal. And that's 4 for Ian. And that's definitely game over at that point. And that was me farming him a goal a little bit. But it's good to get used to his shooting. Good to get used to his movement and how he plays. Obviously, most players play very similar, but some players play a little bit different. Ronaldo being one of those, you know, just the way he shoots the ball is a bit harder than some players, even though the stats are the same. And then Ian Wright there, 4 goals on his debut. Good thing about that right card as well is that if you play against somebody who's like pressing you, you've got the counter in behind because he's got a lot of pace and great shooting. If you play against somebody who's dropped back, you can just bang goals from anywhere because he's got that like obviously amazing shooting. I think this guy's ready to give up. What's really weird is he's happy to give up, but he won't let me have the ball. He'd rather stand still and not play than allow me to have the ball to try and play. Look, he's doing a good job of keeping the possession just because he doesn't want me to have the ball. If he actually just played like this normally, he'd open up gaps and probably be able to score. And yet if I stand still, he'll stand still. It's very weird. At this point, it's you know, it's ultimately a waste of time. I'm calling the offside trap here. I want my players to come up. Let's go all out attack. I want his ball back. I don't want to give him the satisfaction. There we go. I don't want to give him the satisfaction of just standing still with it. Here we go. We've got Politano. Oh, not quite. I've gone all out attack, which has actually changed the formation. So I think Ian Wright's going to go back as a cam because it's the 4-5-1 ultra attacking. It's not like some new tactic that I have or anything. Kind of want a free kick, actually. See if we can get another one of those good free kicks in. Come on, foul me. Come on, foul me. Foul me. I dare you. Foul me. Is that a foul, ref? No? Cool. I wanted a foul. I want to try that free kick again. So, like, obviously, we hit the bar with it a minute ago, or a few minutes ago. But I've scored a couple with it already. So just another glitch in the game this year with free kicks. Makes it quite easy to score them, no matter who you have, no matter what you're doing. Yeah, just relatively easy. Oh, there we go. That's a foul, ref. There we go. Give me that free kick. Now Giovinco hopefully is going to pop this one in the back of the net. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. 2.5 bars of power. Red timed. Bangs it. Oh, keeper makes a save. Big save there from Manuel Neuer as well. I know the comments now as well are going to be like, how did you do that? I don't know. You just got a red time free kicks. Don't yellow time regular shots either. You just got a red time free kicks at certain power. And sometimes it just flies in, man, you know. Sometimes it just flies in. Less often than not for me. I've scored 3 or 4 from it now, but from probably like 40 attempts, right? So it's not like some crazy efficient technique. It's just it's just the most effective thing I've managed to do to score from it. Go on, foul me again. Foul me again. Foul me again. I dare you. No, not in the box. Not in the box. That, guys, though, is going to be the end of the... Oh, no, hold on. We've got one more attack here. Go on, foul me. Foul me again. Ref, that's a foul. Ref, is that a foul? How have I actually managed to keep the ball here? Here's Ian Wright. Can he get his 5th? No, he can't. That is going to be the end of the game. So there you go, guys. 4 goals for Ian Wright on his debut. I want to look at... I think the second one was a really nice finish. But yeah, 4 goals there. 2 assists from Modric, 1 from Guardiola. My CDM's doing bits there, which is very nice. Absolutely dominated the game, fair to say. Here's the first goal from Ian Wright. Cuts inside, fake shot stop. Evades the defender, lovely step over, and a great finish into the bottom corner. This one was just a lot cleaner, I think, because it was across the goalkeeper. Look, you can see this guy's on like drop back, 1 depth. He's got 7 men in the box. That is just a beautiful finish. Ball comes in, fake shots inside, gets that low driven across the keeper. Lovely, lovely goal. You'd be surprised how many times players miss this, even with like left-footed players that don't actually get that in the goal. I think it's the high composure and obviously like perfect finishing. Just boom, under the keeper, just inside the post on his 4-star weak foot. And then the final goal here. I didn't think I'd get this. I thought the keeper was going to get this. But again, bang, left foot, perfect stuff. And then to finish it off, Ian Wright with his 4th. Walcott here finds Wright. Never really going to miss from there, is he? 10, 12 yards out. Finishes it into the right-hand corner. And that's where we're at, guys. So first game, first win. I'll be playing to like gold 3 this weekend. Got a lot of games to get through, a lot of grind to go through. But that's where we're at with it right now. And that's Ian Wright in the bag and bagging the goals already. My team might change a little bit over the course of this weekend. Like I said, I might go and pick up Sergio Ramos. But for now, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, I'm out. Peace.